Hello, ladies and gentlemen, scientists. Today we're going to be reading about the ground finches of Daphne major. The ecosystem. The Galapagos Islands are located in the Pacific Ocean, 1,000 miles off the coast of Ecuador. They are home to many species of plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth, including a number of species of finches. The particular species we are interested in is G. fortis, the medium ground finch. In this investigation, we focus on the population of G. fortis found on one of the smaller islands, Daphne major. You can see a picture of Daphne major right there. It's the top picture. Daphne major is just 1/8 of a square mile, very rocky and very dry. It has 2 craters in its center and is uninhabited by humans, except for a few scientists working there. There are no trees on Daphne major, but there are a few low-growing plants and shrubs, and some cacti. Besides the finches, animal life consists mainly of insects and an occasional owl or hawk. Daphne major typically has a hot, wet season from January to May, with heavy rains producing 90% of annual rainfall, and a cool, dry season from June to December, with only light mists producing small amounts of water. Okay, in the second picture here, you can see that's kind of how the island looks when it reaches the water. It's very just not much plants going on, nothing big. The finches. Medium ground finches get their name from the fact that most of their foraging for food happens on the ground. Their preferred food is the small, soft seeds of 2 plants, chamaecy, a small shrub, and portulaca, a low-growing spreading plant with thick, fleshy stems and yellow flowers. Some finches with larger beaks can also eat the large, hard seeds of tribulus, a vine that spreads widely. Because of the long spines on its seeds, tribulus is also known as puncture vine. Medium ground finches produce 1 clutch of young per year, with an average of 3 eggs. They usually breed right at the end of the rainy season. Fledglings grow to adult size within 1 year. The life expectancy of a medium ground finch is about 16 years. So you can see here in these 2 pictures, this is what the finch looks like. They're very small birds. And this particular species of finch is only on Daphne major. They're too small to move to any other islands. They're just on Daphne major. And if you think about this, you think about what we talked about with islands and populations going extinct, right? This is kind of following along one of those scenarios. This small population is only located here. So if you take a look at these seeds here, right, the chamaecy seeds, here's their average length. It's 0.8 millimeters. And the rigidity, like how tough they are, it's soft. And then here's a picture of those seeds. The portulaca seeds, their average length is 1 millimeter. And the rigidity is also soft, and you can see their picture right here. The tribulus seeds, which is that tough, spiky puncture vine plant, their average length is 5.8 millimeters, and the rigidity is hard. So these are much, much tougher to crack open. The research. In 1973, Peter and Mary Grant, a biologist couple, first arrived to the island of Daphne major with the intention of studying why traits and populations change over time. Since then, they have been going back to the island with many of their students to continue collecting data on finches, vegetation, and environmental conditions. You will have the opportunity to look at some of the data they have collected there. The Grants have been the recipients of many prizes and awards for their dedication and contribution to science.